It's been a while since I've shown you a wig from Amore, so today let's take a look at Erika from Amore in the color Marble Brown. She is a classic bob with bangs with a double mono. My name is Denise. I'm also known as heywigsister on Instagram and Facebook. I'm partnering with 𝘩𝘠 to bring you this review. They sent me Erika so I could show all of my wig sisters and talk a little bit about this style. 𝘩𝘠 carries all the major name brands. They have both an online wig shop and some in-person locations in Canada, some coming soon to the US. So they're a one-stop shop, whether you want to visit them in person or shop from the comfort of your home. They do lives, they have great sales, really a wonderful online retailer and in-person wig shop. You should check them out the next time you're in the market for a major name brand, and they even have their own line of wigs coming out, so really great. Let's take a look at Erika from all sides. She's a really polished, straight, classic bob. Now, the bangs are long, which is why I've got them swept to the side. When I pull them forward, this is what they look like. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to easily do a review with the bangs in my eyes, but that's really common. I have a 2.5 inch forehead measurement, so I would want bangs to be about 2.5 inches. And so I have a video showing how to trim bangs with a thinning razor. Super easy to use. Anybody can do it. So if you like to wear bangs, but you struggle sometimes with them being too long for you, you do not have to use a straight scissors, and you do not have to have skill or even steady hands. Super easy to do. I'll make sure that video is linked below. I mentioned in the intro that this one has a double mono, so we're going to take a look inside the cap, but there is no lace front. So this wig does need to be worn with the bangs down, whether you trim them up or you have a wider forehead and you wear them straight down, or you let them sweep to the side. And I do think it still looks fine with the bangs swept to the side, but you're not going to want to lift them up or anything, because then you'll be able to see that hard front. And it is pretty densely knotted on the top, so you can't really see down to that double mono. A little bit. But the benefit of a double monofilament, well, there's a couple of benefits. I would say one of the benefits is the realistic scalp appearance that a double monofilament has. This is what it looks like. It looks like scalp, and so you're not seeing any dark knots. If you have bio hair, you can't see through that down to your bio hair. So if you wanted to show more of that, you could actually pluck the part line a little bit. And I have a video showing how to do that. I often pluck the part line on my wigs. I like to be able to see down to scalp. It's how my bio hair was, and so when wigs are densely knotted, I do tend to pluck them. This is going to give that a lot of realism. It's also very soft and smooth. There is no rough anything on this mono, and we have silicone right on the front. So if you don't have any bio hair at all, and you find lace fronts, mono tops to be itchy, this is your solution. It doesn't have any of those itchy materials. It's going to feel really comfortable on your scalp, and you could use this silicone here to adhere it if you wanted extra security, and this might actually grip the bare scalp a little bit as well. So just a really, they sometimes call these medical wigs for that reason. You don't have to have medical hair loss to wear them, but it can be helpful if you do. So we've got ear tabs with bendable stays. We do have an extended nape, and this one has bra strap adjusters. They kind of pull like a bra strap. Sometimes those adjusters don't want to stay put. You can just take a needle and thread and put a little stitch in there once you get it adjusted to where it's comfortable on your head, and then you don't have to worry about it sliding around or the adjusters adjusting out, if you will. So one of the things I think is important to know about Amore, and I did take my wig grip off because I want to really be able to assess fit. I have found Amore wigs to run a little small. Now I am getting extra cap up here. You can kind of see that. I have a very petite over the top of my head. It's rare that a wig is going to fit me great up here. It's not so loose that it's uncomfortable. I don't feel like it's giving me any type of a cone head up there. So it's not a problem, but you can be bigger than I am on your over the top of your head measurement and fit into this wig. All my measurements are in the description box below. The challenge though is that it is small around the circumference. I have not cinched this in at all, and it is a little snug around my circumference. I could wear this. It's a little uncomfortable. It would need to stretch out a little bit, which I think it will do the more I wear it. I have a 21.25 circumference. I honestly would not recommend this for anyone with any bigger of a circumference than 21.25. I just think it's going to be too tight. Now you can cut the adjusters off. I actually have a video showing how to cut the adjusters off, and that's going to give you a little extra stretch. And then I think it would fit me super comfortably and it wouldn't be snug, because this type of an adjuster, even when it's all the way out, there's still a little tension on them. Snipping those adjusters off will solve that. So if you have struggled with wigs sometimes being tight around your circumference, you should watch that video because I give a couple of different tips in there. But just know that if you've got like a 21-inch circumference and less, then Amore, I've really found this to be typical for the brand. I do think Amore will fit you better. Definitely this one is a little tighter on the circumference. Now, this wig is considered to have a light density, and there is no traditional Permatease. I feel a little bit of crimpy fibers right at the crown, but not traditional Permatease. So it's really flat on the top. It's very polished looking. It definitely looks like you smoothed out your hair. Maybe you took a round brush and kind of round brushed it so it was smooth with a little bit of a tuck under, and it's just super realistic looking. So if you're looking for a classic bob, you can wear something that's a little smaller around the circumference, and you just want something throw and go. Maybe you might have to trim the bangs if your measurements are similar to mine, but other than that, you can just wear her. This is going to be a daily driver type piece. You can wear this one every single day. I think this is going to last months and months and months because of the length. It's not going to tangle. It's not going to get any, you're not getting friction on the ends. And since this is made with regular synthetic fibers, and I have found Amore fibers to be really hardy, I do think this is going to be a workhorse. If you are looking for a wig that you can buy and just wear for months, you're not interested in changing your style out a whole lot, maybe you're open to buying a backup piece so that just in case you need a second piece, but you're very comfortable wearing the same style every day, this one would be one to consider for sure. It's comfortable, it's gonna last, it's just perfect in that way. And the other thing I'd like to mention, sometimes regular synthetic fibers can be a little shiny. I'm really not seeing any synthetic shine on this one. If you see shine right now, it's because I have a lot of studio lighting on me, and that can happen. I would tell you guys if I thought a wig looked shiny in person. This one doesn't. You'll see that outside. It's not going to give off any of that synthetic shine. So really, just a workhorse that you can be very confident in. Let's talk about color. Marble brown. This is just a very classic medium brown, and it's got some honey brown, a little bit of light honey brown throughout, no blonde highlights at all. It is a little highlighted. I mean, you can see that it's dynamic. It's not a flat color, but it's all within the brunette shades. I would say this is very warm. It does give a slight auburn tone to it, so I would say that this is leaning more on the auburn side. It isn't an auburn specific color, but it definitely leans auburn. And those honey, what they're calling honey brown highlights, really look auburn to me, especially inside. Outside, you're not going to see as much of the red tone. You're not going to see as much of the, it's going to blend a lot more with outside light. Indoor lighting will warm colors up. It'll make the deeper colors look a lot deeper. It'll highlight the contrast. You won't see that in outside light. So if you like brunettes that lean toward auburn, you don't mind a warm brunette, this color could be a great one for you. She's just so classic, you guys. All right, let's get outside. Let me know if you have questions. Don't forget about 𝘕𝘂. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. All right, here you go. We've got a lot of kind of afternoon sun. which is actually going to warm this one up a little bit more. So I'm going to contradict myself. Outside light is tricky though, because it's not always the same light. Time of day, cloudy versus sunny, even time of year will make a difference. Notice it doesn't look quite as warm as it did here in the shade. That's why color is tricky. See you soon.